Raise your hand if resumes are your favorite. No? None of you? That's what I thought. I know resumes are stressful. Whether you don't have enough experience or you think you have too much experience to represent in 1 to 2 pages, it's nobody's favorite to write a resume. So that's what I'm going to help you with today. I'm Miss Bailey, I'm a guidance counselor, and today we're going to try to make your resume writing as simple as possible. So we're going to do our resume in 3 steps. So, S-E-W, fear, F-E-A-R, and the 3 T's. First, you're going to just brainstorm. You need a blank page for this, and that's where we're going to tackle so. Or strengths, experiences, and words. Think of your strengths and talents, your experience and experiences, and the words that match the job you're applying for, and write them down on a blank piece of paper. Jot down in point form anything you've done, whether it's a club or a volunteer experience or a work experience, just put it on the page somewhere. For words, we're looking for strong action words that outline responsibilities that the job requires. Then you're going to match them up with the things that you already have experience in, or your strengths or your talents, and try to use those words to describe them. Strengths, experience and experiences, and the words that match them. Then we're going to do our next step, fear. F, formatting. Formatting is probably the most important part of a resume because if somebody's going to spend a very short time reading your resume, and they do, they need to read the relevant information right away. Here's where you go into the internet and look for resumes that are already there. Which resumes do you find easiest to read? What kind of formatting are they using? If you have an entry-level resume, likely education is going to be your first piece on your resume, but it could be volunteer experience or work experience. And if you're applying for something like a swim instructor, they care more that you have those qualifications than that you've graduated high school, for example. Investing a few dollars into a template design might be worthwhile, because if you don't have experience in design, then you might not know what to look for, but a professional certainly will. There's also a lot of good free options on the internet. Also, don't shy away from color. Color can help draw the eye. And don't try to fill your whole page because that could be really confusing for the reader. Next, evidence. You're not just going to want to tell people what you've done, you're going to want to provide evidence of that, whether that's through projects you did while you were in a position or on a team, or products you created, did you win a championship, websites with sample work, or certificates or training that you've done that's relevant to your position. Evidence is important. Next, accomplishments. If you have certificates or awards, if you got a promotion, if you were a team captain, something where it shows that you've accomplished something above your peers is important to include on a resume. And the last part of fear, references. References should never be available upon request. They should always be on your resume so that people can call your references. By the way, references should be able to verify your experience. Your references should cover different areas of your life. For example, extracurricular, academic, and employment or volunteer. Even if they really like you, don't pick a reference who can't talk about what's actually on your resume. Now we get to the 3 T's, which is where you're polishing everything up. 2, truth, and 10. 2. Your resume should be no more than 2 pages. It could be 1 page, but it can't be more than 2 because they're not going to read it. Truth. Tell the truth. Lies will be found out, either through referees or interviews, or I do know a couple of cases where people have been fired because they lied on their resume. 10. 10 seconds is the most amount of time that anybody's going to spend reading your resume. So if you can't pick out the most relevant information in 10 seconds, neither will the recruiter. So if you can't do that, then redesign and get a peer to look at it and make sure that all the relevant information is very visible and accessible on your resume. So remember, so for brainstorming, fear for the layout, and the 3 T's for review, and your resume will be off to a great start to look professional and get you that interview. Thanks for watching.